Hey YouTube, it's me, Miss Ivy. Welcome again to my channel, IB88. So, today, I didn't even write down anything. I'm just going to talk off the top of my head. So, I wanted to talk about a subject that I was thinking about today, and that's about the power of the word no. Because I don't know about you guys, but for me, I'm the type of person that I am very giving, and I like to please people. I'm like a people pleaser. So I'll go out of my way to make people comfortable, to make people happy, to basically I'm usually more concerned with how other people, making sure that everybody is okay and good, and really not caring about me and if I'm okay with doing it, or thinking about what I need to do. Or what would make me feel most comfortable and happy. So I've realized, as I am going through this journey, I've realized the power of the word no. Because I was always the type of person, I always say yes to people for almost everything, just because I didn't want to disappoint anyone. And it could be a family member, a person that you're in a relationship with, a friend, it doesn't matter, just any type of relationship. And you just, even a stranger, and you might say yes, even if, for example, I'm trying to think of an example of me, that I would do a lot. So for example, let's say, when I was back in college, right? Let's say when I was back in college, and I had a lot of work to do because I spent a lot of hours in school on top of having to do work at home afterwards. So let's say sometimes I would stay up all the time, that was regular. So let's say, for example, I would have stayed up and I had class from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. let's say. And after that, I did some work and I went to sleep at 1 in the morning. So the next day is a Saturday, and let's say my friend wants to hang out and they want me to go help them pick out an outfit for something. Oh, let's meet up at 8 a.m. I really want to. There's some malls open at 8 a.m. Okay, let's meet up at 9 a.m., have breakfast, and then let's go shopping. So for example, I would probably have been okay, yeah. Just because I want to be there, I do want to be there for my friend. I want to help them. I love going shopping. So, of course, if my friends ever tell me, oh, we're going to go look at stuff, I don't care if I'm supposed to buy something or not. I like to look. So, something that I would just like to do in general. But if I'm exhausted, my priority should be to rest so that I could be comfortable and have a nice night's rest, instead of being concerned about helping somebody else out right then and there when it's not even something very urgent like that. So that's just an example. But let's see. For example, this has definitely happened to me when I was in college. So I would again stay up doing work, barely sleep. Sometimes I didn't even have time to shower. I was so busy all the time. And for example, my boyfriend would tell me, oh, let's go, I'm gonna pick you up, we're gonna go watch a movie. You know how many times I fell asleep watching a movie? Because I was just exhausted. And it's not that I didn't want to do it, it's just that my body was just tired. I was drained. So instead of me actually going and doing that, I should have just been oh, okay, I'm actually really tired today. Can we do that tomorrow? Or, no, not tonight doesn't work for me. How about we schedule it for the weekend when I'm going to have more free time? I'll be available. So just saying no to little things like that is something that was really difficult for me. And I didn't even realize that it was so difficult for me until I started forcing myself to say no to people. So I've been doing that for a little bit over a year now, where if I really if something just really, I'm just really not in the mood to do it, or I'm really just like, I should really be doing this instead of that, then I'll say no. And you get more comfortable the more that you do it. I feel like a lot of women also get stuck in the thing that, oh, you know, I've heard this phrase where people say like, oh, if you don't do it for your man, somebody else will. You don't need to do anything you're not comfortable with. Okay, so if you're not comfortable with something and you express that to the person you're with and they don't, they're still pushing it, they're crossing boundaries. Like you have to set a boundary, like what you won't go past, you know, for anything. For anything that you guys do in your relationship, there needs to be boundaries that need definite boundaries that person knows that if they cross them, basically it's over. It's like a deal breaker for you, basically. So that was really hard for me, just like saying no to a lot of things. And since I've been exercising it's getting better. It's getting easier to say no to people, and actually feels really good when you say no and you're just exhausted and you just go to sleep. Like it feels great. Like, oh no, I'm too tired, you know, like you're not being dishonest or anything. You just really need some rest, or you really have other things you need to get done, you know. Like me with my son, I'm very busy now with my son. He's 2 years old and he runs around all day. He's super energetic and he jumps on everything. He runs around all day. He screams, he dances. Like I'm running after him all day long. So trying to do that, and then sometimes, like I said, sometimes I don't even get to do my makeup. I don't get to do my hair. Sometimes I don't get to like even put actual clothes on. Usually my regular everyday, I am either wearing gym clothes or I'm wearing PJs all day, because when I wake up, you know, I take care of my son and we do everything that we need to do. But you know, I always put my son first. Like that's something that I don't think will ever change. Like I always put my son first before me. Like I make sure that, you know, his food is ready before mine, his breakfast is done, and then I'll go make mine. I make sure that, you know, he gets his bath and he gets his clothes washed, and you know, I always make sure like he's priority to me now. But then it's always me, you know, like I always have to put some time for myself. Even when he's napping, maybe that's when I'll go ahead and hop in the shower, or go ahead and like catch up on something that I had to do. So it's just like balancing. It's really all about balancing, because I feel like you don't have to say no to everything, but you need to balance it. You can't say yes to everything and you can't say no to everything. You need to balance it out. When you do too much of anything, it's bad. Too much in excess of anything, it's not a good thing for you. So like everything needs a balance, and I'm really working on my balance of saying no to people and really prioritizing my needs in front of others, because I feel like I neglected myself for a long time, and like I didn't even notice how much I was doing it. And now when I look back at it, I really see a lot of things that I was doing that was like, I was really not putting myself first when I definitely should have. So, you know, ladies, like you need to take care of yourself. Self-growth. And when I mean take care of yourself, I mean like get your rest. Get your good night's sleep. You know, I love when I get to go and like wash my hair. When I wash my hair, like I need to wash my hair right now. It doesn't look that great. But like I love when I get to do my hair and I do like a mask. You know, I do a 20-minute mask on my hair. And that's great because I know it's like helping my hair, my hair's nutrition, and it's helping it look better, feel better, grow the correct way. So like doing your nails, doing your makeup. Like I don't have my son is not here today, so I was able to do my makeup, as you guys can see. Yeah, the power of the word no is very strong. And just challenge yourself. I dare you, I challenge you to do that, to say no. if you really feel like you are in a situation where you're either too tired or you're not really comfortable, say no. Just say no. And sometimes people, like, you can explain why, but you don't really need to. That's another thing that I learned. Like, you don't really have to explain everything to everyone. Like, you don't owe anything to anyone. So you don't really need to explain things to people unless you feel like you need to. So sometimes I definitely feel like, okay, I'm going to just say it, depending on who I'm talking to or what the situation is, and I'll explain. But I've learned also that you don't need to give people specific explanations for everything. You don't. Because everybody doesn't care about an explanation. Some people don't deserve explanations. So that's another thing I've learned too. And you know, just like makes you feel strong. Like, I feel like saying no when you're a person that says yes all the time, it gives you like a sense of like power, and you feel very like strong. You feel like a strong person because you're able to say no now. And like, as crazy as that may seem, I don't even know if a lot of people can relate to that or not, because I don't know if this is something that other people have issues with, but I definitely have always been a people pleaser and have always put myself last. So I don't want to be that way no more. I'm learning to not be that way anymore, and I'm reteaching myself how to be the best me possible. So I can't be too over the top with like the niceness and the helping and all of that. You know, you can't do that with certain people, but it's just in my nature. Like, I'm the type of person, I love to help. I love to see people happy. I like to see people like enjoying themselves. And so, you know, I always try to do everything I can to do that. So, but now I've realized like I need to do that for myself too, which is what I was really neglecting, was that part of it. So if you guys agree, thumbs up. And if you guys experience the same thing where it's like hard for you to say no to people and you're a yes person, let me know. Let me find out how many people relate to this, because I really want to know. I want to know who else is in on this, because, you know, I want to know. So share, please. Oh, and I got my shirt from Forever 21. I love this shirt, and I wore it because of what I'm doing today, which is saying no is a good thing. But I'm a nice girl. But just because you say no to people doesn't mean you're not nice. Because I think that's something that actually I had thought before, where it was like, oh, if I say no, this person's going to take it the wrong way, or they're going to think like I'm not very nice for rejecting them or saying no to whatever they were, you know, asking me to do with them, or whatever the case may be. So it's not. You can be polite, and you can be polite about everything. You can turn down people and be real polite about it. You know, like, I don't like when people get nasty about things. You don't really need to be nasty. Unless a person's really asking for it, you know, then you gotta serve it. But for the most part, like, I'm a nice person. I don't really try to like do nothing to nobody. I don't try to get in confrontations with people. But sometimes you need to confront people about things. So again, it's that balance, because if you never confront anyone about anything, your voice is not going to be heard, and your thoughts are not going to be heard either. So you need to sometimes confront things head on, and that's something also that I've learned along the way. Like, sometimes you just need to confront things for what they are, and you can speak about anything in a polite way and with respect, and, you know, get it done. But that doesn't mean that you're not a nice person because you're confrontational about something. So everybody is not going to agree on everything. That's just how the world is. Everybody's not going to agree on everything. Um, just how it is. Like, everybody's not going to like everything I have to say. Everybody's not going to agree with what I think, or my beliefs, and that's perfectly fine. We don't need to agree. I don't need you to agree with me. Like, I think that that's also something that I had to work a lot through, and I'm still working through, which is just like realizing that you don't need everyone to like you. You don't need everybody to like you. You don't need anybody to agree with you. You don't need people to be on the same page with you about everything. There's no way you're going to please everyone. So, like, be yourself. Do what's best for you. Because nobody else is gonna do what's best for you but you. Like, you know what you need. Your body knows what you need. Mentally, you know what it is that is going to make you feel the best. And you really have to think about, what are the things that make you feel happy? What are the things that make you smile? What are the things that make you laugh? Who are the people that make you feel good inside? And stay around those people and do those things, and get into all that stuff, because I think that I neglected a lot of that for a long time, and I just kind of was just not really enjoying everything as much as I should have. And it's because I had a lot of negative people, and just just I didn't have good energy around me. So that's why that kind of brought down how I was feeling and all of that. But from now on, ladies, I challenge you to say no. Say no. Say no. Get your rest. Get your nails done. Get your hair did. Get your eyebrows done. Do your makeup. Go shopping. Go paint. Go on a walk. Go on a bike ride. Go to the gym. Do stuff that makes you happy, makes you feel good. Put yourself first. And so many things you're going to see a change. And I'm seeing such a change myself. And I'm still not even exactly where I want to be, but I'm so much closer than I was a year ago. So I encourage you, if you know what I'm talking about, and you see and you can relate to being a person that says yes to everything, I dare you. Say no. Start saying no. Start turning down little things. Start little and get to bigger things, So evolve. To be better, we have to evolve. And we need to learn from our mistakes, and we need to learn from our lessons, our life lessons, and just do better. That's all. Just gotta do better. Alright, guys. So I hope this was a nice quick video for you. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Add me on my Instagram, IB88. Go ahead and follow me there. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. Share the video with anybody that you think can relate to any of the videos on here. Yeah. Alright, YouTube. Bye.